A school without music is like a body without a soul. This is what Don Bosco said in one of his memoirs. Music is essential in every Salesian institution, and it plays a vital role in formation of the life of all Bosconians, forming each and every one of them to become good Christians and upright citizens. In Don Bosco Makati, we express our love for music through a special group of young people who sings not just for themselves, but also for the man above. The Boscorale.
Rating may kunur sa dulaman dehela kaya no progader sa dulaman dela.
I'm Alvin Pauline, the musical director of Boscorale. As far as I know, the Boscorale was founded in 2006 under Mr. Frederick Estrada. Then after that, a year after, ako na yung nagtuloy as a newly hired teacher.
Since 2005, although the name of the group is not Boscorale at the time.
Between me and Sir Alvin, we'd like to count the number of years of the Boscorale. I think they just celebrated their 10th year. This is the 10th year of the Boscorale with Sir Alvin. Prior to Sir Alvin being the conductor, I think there was 1 or 2 years before that.
I've been a member of Boscorale since 2006. So, kung following 13 years na din, ever since Boscorale started. Yung pinaka-first na nagtayo ng Boscorale, name niya was Sir Fred. I forgot his last name na, pero ano siya, he was here from first year until second year ko. So that's 2006 and 2007 lang. And then, nag-take over na si Sir Pauline nung third year na ako.
I have been a member of Boscorale since 2012, up to present actually. Pero between those years, meron din akong time off from Boscorale kasi studies, ganyan. Tapos, pero kada umaalis ako ng Boscorale, kada nag-take ako ng break, sabi ko sa sarili ko na lay low lang muna kasi hindi ko kaya medyo i-balance. So, nag-take ako ng time off. Pero talagang parang first week pa lang na hindi ako nag-practice, parang hinahanap ko agad siya. Parang pag andun ka kasi, nagpa-practice ka, napapagod ka, pero at the same time, hanap-hanapin mo siya pag nag-take ka ng time off. Lalo na after nung graduation namin, after grade 12, talagang kahit nasa college na, talagang naghahanap pa rin kami ng time para bumalik sa Boscorale, para makipractice and make good music. Tsaka yung bond as a family, andun na siya. And may separation anxiety kapag hindi mo na nakakasama yung mga members and parang hindi mo let go na parang sobrang laking part na ng life mo yun. Halos buong high school life mo.
I've been a member of Boscorale since I was grade 7. So matagal na din na member ako ng Boscorale and been following them for so many years.
Then 2007, when we had the Boscorale, they started to compete. I think the first competition they participated in was the Yoshinoya, and they were named as the first runner-up, I think. So that was the first achievement of Boscorale. But the memorable one, I think, when they were adjudged as the champion during the Don Bosco cultural competition. I think it was held in Paris, in Saint John Bosco, Paris. That was the memorable one because, you know, seeing them achieving something and the group is just new at the time. Sobrang nakakakilabot kasi parang sobrang proud ka bilang teacher nila ng mga kumakanta. And I think that was the memorable one. Napakasarap maging teacher ng Don Bosco Makati that time when they were adjudged as champion.
When they were asked to perform here and they shared their talents, so everyone witnessed how good they were.
Well, as they say, there are really too many things to mention, but there was this one occasion wherein I joined them in one competition. Maybe that was 3 years ago. It was an MBC competition. And actually, I watched previous competitions of Boscorale. But this particular competition, I really joined because I know it is really of a high-level competition. So I really would want to see the level of quality, the level of expertise of Boscorale. And when I was really watching Boscorale and their other competitors, it really made an impact, and I was really very proud of our Boscorale. And winning that particular competition was really a moment of pride for me as a Salesian educator to be present at that important event in their lives. But of course, these are one of the many championships and one of the many winnings that they've had. But personally, I'm just so happy and blessed that of all the many competitions that they have joined, I am part of that time wherein they really won.
Yung very first place namin. Kailan ba to? 2011 Chorus Clef. Graduate na ako noon. I was already in college, pero sumasali pa rin ako kasi the age category until 21 years old sa pagkakaalala ko. So since pasok pa ako sa age category, sumali ako, and then yan yung pinaka first time for Boscorale to feel yung victory talaga, first place.
So, as a student in Don Bosco Makati, one of the most memorable experiences that I have encountered back then was our very first competition in 2007. That was in December 2007, wherein numerous things happened. Then there was an engagement prior to the final round of the Yoshinoya competition in SM Mega Mall back then. That was the time that, despite all those shortcomings, we still made it, and we actually made it to the first runner-up of that competition, even defeating the last year's defending champion back then.
There is no progress or accomplishments without sacrifice. These young boys had their own sacrifices that they had to attend to in order to do what they do best, singing for the Lord.
As compared to other regular students who have plenty of time after school hours for their schoolworks, the Boscorale members have to attend practices, they have to be committed, they have to be responsible for the talents that they were given. They are good at singing, they are good at choir singing, and they have to be responsible for that. And they know that they have to do this for themselves, for their parents, and more especially for Don Bosco.
Sacrifice. Siguro yung pag-spend ko with them, tapos kailangan ako sa family. So yun ang isa sa mga sacrifices na ginawa ko for the choir. Na parang hindi na ako masyadong nakikita sa loob ng family. Pero ginagawa ko yung time na magkakasama pa rin kami. Then at the same time, sacrifice, siguro yung pag-uwi. Pag-uwi ng late. Kasi sa Cavite pa ako, so sobrang layo. Then gigising ka ng maaga para pumasok ng 7 a.m. na class. So meron pa, sacrifice, minsan emotional. Very emotional ako na parang kapag sobrang na-attach ako sa grupo at saka sobrang na-attach ako sa bata, para ang hirap i-let go. Lalo na kapag graduation, yun. Nakikita ko sila na parang aalis na ng grupo, aalis na ng loob ng choir. So parang ang hirap-hirap.
Every time there's a competition, they always stay late. And during class, they always ask permission if they can be excused. Obviously, when they were excused, they have to catch up with the lessons they missed. and they do that every break time or dismissal time. They ask their teachers how can they catch up with their lessons.
Yung mga achievements nila, halos every year meron, di ba? Alam niyo yan. Kapag may program, talagang ano yan eh, hinihintay ng mga students. Pati lalo ako. And then when they compete here, locally, or maybe internationally, sometimes you really have to pray, but of course, knowing the Boscorale, they will always give their best.
But what is really something that is remarkable to them is that even on summer vacation or Christmas vacation, they are always in the music room in order to harness their specific skills in music.
Yung pinaka-sacrifice is yung time talaga. Time and sa efforts. Kasi yun yung pinaka-mahirap i-handle talaga. I-maintain gano'n. Time every single, kailan ba yung practice namin before? Twice or thrice a week from 4 to 6. After classes, diretso kami sa choir practice. And then, uwi. So we try to balance talaga yung academics and then extracurricular para lang makasali sa choir.
Of course, I've sacrificed my time. The time that I should be studying, it's not really that. Well, it depends on, we have to balance my time for studying and for the choir. But it's actually more of committing your whole self to the choir. That it's one of those sacrifices that I make in order for me to be committed to this choir.
Sure, everyone's been saying this time. Kasi, time come, and then time within it is talagang time in multiple aspects in your life. Time for family, time for who you are actually. Time na like, not naman who you are, but your personal life is talagang already blended in with Boscorale na. So everything that happens in your life is already it's already a part of it. It's not anymore a side quest.
Aside from the victory, aside from the winnings, I think what pushes them is their personal love for music. I think music completes them. And then winning competitions will just be add-ons. I think it's their love for music that pushes them to practice religiously every day. They even practice at home. They have to practice their songs at home. I think that's what pushes them.
I think yung love for music talaga. Everyone kasi na sumasali sa Boscorale, I'm pretty sure passionate sila sa music, passionate sila sa singing. So, regardless kung may downfalls, regardless kung matatalo or anything, yung point na talagang they just really want to express themselves through music. And at the same time, yung encouragement and yung mga pagsusuway ni Sir Pauline sa amin. Kasi hindi naman maiiwasan all boys school tayo, magulo, pero enjoy naman talaga.
Well, ganun talaga. When you choose one thing, you don't choose the other. So, it's not something na parang i-regret mo, in a sense. Kasi it's just a matter of choosing what you want to do. At that time, yun yung gusto kong gawin.
Joining this group, parang you really need to commit yourself. Hindi lang para sa image, hindi lang para sa choir, kasi para din sa sarili mo. Na you'd be willing to become a better singer, become a better choir member para din makatulong ka sa mga bago at makakontribute ka sa kung anong meron ng Boscorale sa ngayon. You committed to this and that, kailangan mo siyang panindigan. Kasi lalo na pag Boscorale ka talaga, sometimes yung rehearsal namin the whole day na. Lalo na pag may competition na malapit. Siguro yung pinaka-intense namin na nangyari na rehearsal was like 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tapos nagkaroon din one time na it was super tiring, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Siguro for me, sabi ko nga kanina, it isn't seen as much of a sacrifice because alam ko sa sarili ko na may sense nung ginagawa ko na I'm using my time for something good, something I want. So parang it's not like I'm letting go of it.
As the time goes by, natututo din ako from my mistakes from the past years. Then, hindi lang ako natututo sa mga bata, kundi natututo din ako sa ibang conductors. Kasi may mga times na nag-invite kami ng mga conductors to rehearse with the members. Aside from musicality, siguro yung pag-handle ng group as a all-male, ang hirap-hirap na humawak ng isang all-male. At first year ko siya ginawa as a newly hired teacher. Handling the choir, siguro yon. Then, yung pag-connect sa mga members, kasi different backgrounds, different attitudes na kailangan mo as a group mapag-isa sila.
Dedication and hard work, they pay off. The Boscorale has been winning competitions left and right, here and abroad. And I guess that's what I learned from them, that if I give my best, if I do what is expected of me, then everything will be okay.
Every time I watch them, there are times they did not get the first place. I always tell them that God has other plans. And look at them now, they traveled outside the country and still bringing Don Bosco or showing how good are the Bosconians.
The individual differences of your students, the member of the Boscorale, that's their talent. And when you ask me about the lesson, maybe you have to support their talents, maybe to give your support morally, spiritually, and maybe financially, no? Because sometimes they compete in other countries and you really have to support them. As a department head, maybe the lesson that I got every time they give their performances is to really, I think, support every talent of the student.
The Boscorale, as they are today, we all know that they were not the Boscorale that we know today. Before they became world-class champions, before they were able to craft their particular skills, it was a journey. And take note, the members are changing every year. There are always new members. But they were able to build a family among themselves, that even the alumni are already part of sharing their talents. In certain occasions, it is already the alumni who are teaching their younger ones. So I think this is what is good with Boscorale. They were able to really form a family that I'm sure it would go on. No, it would go on because many have already believed in this particular club, and they did not anymore treat it as simply a club, but as a family, part of the bigger family of Don Bosco.
From a small group of young people to now the pride of Don Bosco Makati, the Boscorale has done more than what they were expecting, and it looks like they won't be slowing down anytime soon. A handful of sacrifices, obstacles, doubts have brought them success and change for the better. Some might see Boscorale only as a choral, but if you look at it differently, the Boscorale is bringing into life the mission of St. John Bosco for the young.
Raking may kunur na sa dulaman dehela, kaya ng progader sa dulaman dela. Dulaman, binabedula mana, binabedula.